News. The province getting set to crack down on large gatherings in some of Ontario's coronavirus hotspots. That announcement did not come today, but the urgency is growing for Premier Doug Ford to make some sort of move. This all comes as health officials report the highest daily number of new coronavirus cases in more than 3 months. 315 new infections being confirmed today. This is the second time this week the daily number has risen above 300. You have to go all the way back to the first week of June to find the last time that happened. 2 additional deaths have also been recorded. The rolling 5-day average continues to climb. It now sits at 263. 1 month ago, that number was 90. The 3 main hotspots remain Toronto, Ottawa, and Peel, all reporting more than 50 cases. But we're also starting to see growth in other parts of the GTA. That includes York Region with 37 cases and Durham with 24. 64% of the new patients are under the age of 40, which means hospitalization numbers remain low. Okay, so let's dive into how the Ford government is promising to tackle the 2 key areas critical in the battle against COVID, reducing social gatherings and the long lineups at assessment centres. We'll start there. CityNews has learned the positivity rates at one Toronto assessment centre have seen a big increase, while Doug Ford insisted today his government has not been caught off guard by the spike in demand, but the pressure is mounting for him to fix the problem fast.
The lineup is more than a kilometre long. That was not a typo, Speaker. Rowan and Kimberley are currently in an 8-hour lineup.
The Premier again promised today his government is working on setting up assessment centres and pharmacies, promising there would be about 2,000 across the province.
Can you give us a firm timeline on when people can start to expect to see smaller lines, because testing is one of the pillars of battling COVID-19.
I just can't give you the exact day, but we're ready, they're ready, and we're just going to ramp up the testing like you've never seen before.
St. Michael's Hospital's assessment centre has seen a 60% increase in people coming to be swabbed during the past couple of weeks on its peak days. The centre's data, provided to CityNews, shows the positivity rates of people getting tested has also increased significantly, rising from 0.4% over the past 2 months to 2.2% in the past week alone. Compare that to the overall provincial weekly positivity average, which is 0.7%. That's nudged up slightly from July and August, when it was 0.46%. Doug Ford's government is planning to try and curb more cases by limiting social gatherings in hotspot regions. Currently, the limit is 50 people indoors and 100 outdoors. But health officials blame people for flouting the rules as a main cause behind increased cases. They have not said what the new limits would be, but the announcement is coming soon.
There's going to be some severe fines for people who want to ignore the regulations and the guidelines, so it's going to be severe. They're going to be the highest in the country.
A government spokesperson tells me they are not considering rolling back hotspot regions to stage 2 at this time. Now back to the assessment centres for a moment. The Premier says the plan will be for asymptomatic people only to go to the pharmacies for testing to alleviate the pressure of hospital assessment centres where those with symptoms should go. He hopes to ramp up testing to 50,000 a day. Today, there were close to 29,000.